About to leave, already packing, come with me, I'm not really asking, we'll get away, to a place where we don't know, about to see, the world in action, what we can be, life with no distractions, we'll get away, this is what we waited for.
Hello! Happy Valentine's Day! We actually call it Forced Affection Day. We don't really celebrate it. I know that sounds horrible. It does. But it's a Hallmark holiday for sure. But happy Valentine's Day anyways. Hello, Steve, Robin, Billy, Liz. We had lots of people in here early. Jason, Herb. Oh, no, I'm going to... Russ and Jason. So I think there's like a... Jason always tries to be first. Welcome, welcome. Happy Monday, too. Hey, Tim. And Connie. How was your Valentine's Day? I hope it was good. So we are on a road trip for Steve Good. Steve Good was so nice to put me on his blog this weekend, and I thought it would be kind of fun to do some Steve Good patterns. We're gonna scroll, burn, and turn Steve Good patterns. Now the turning one's gonna be a little more complicated. But, because he has scroll patterns, but we're going to make it happen. So tonight we are going to do this Steve Good bird. It's a fret bird, and I think it's really cute. So we're going to make this little fret bird tonight. And you guys, if you can, are able to, if you go to Steve Good's blog, which is the link is in the description underneath. He has a little PayPal donation button. If you can donate to him, that would be amazing. He does so much for the Scroll Saw community. He does all his patterns for free on his page. Like he's a really awesome guy. And so if we can help him out, and give him some donations, that would be awesome. So this week is Steve Good road trip. I did not finish my portrait yet. It's been a little crazy weekend for me. So I still have the portrait that I need to finish. I got like 15 cuts left, and then the top part. So I will get that done, and I will post it. I just haven't had a chance as of yet. Hey, John. Hey, Sean. He is super nice and helped me more than one time. Yes, he is amazing. He's super cool. And he's got great patterns. I don't tend to do a lot of Steve Good patterns just because I do a lot of portrait work. But the ones I have done, I've loved. Like this cross that we did of Steve Good's. Beautiful. Love this one. And this one's more fret too, which I love. So I thought it would be fun to do a Steve Good week. All right. So let's get started because we're going to scroll. Let me get situated over here. I hope everyone, I'm still trying to recover from painting wood. John C. does not paint wood, you guys, and he got an order in his commission piece. They wanted it to be whitewashed in black letters, and so he had to paint wood, and he was not thrilled. But I think it's good for him. Try something new in woodworking, even though you might not love it. Yes, how are you feeling, Billy? Okay, so The great thing with these little pieces that you can do, I do scrap wood, so you can see my blue tape. I haven't been using blue tape in a really long time, but it was a scrap cut-off piece from another project. And so I'm trying to get through some of my scraps because my bin is getting ridiculous. And I had another little scrap with green tape on it, so we're going to use that. Okay, so I am going to move you down. My goofy camera. He also wants like 6 more different signs, same design, more painting. Well, it is commission, so you do what you gotta do. And that's awesome. So we're going to start on this little bird. Let's do it. Billy, I hope you get better soon. Hey, Portal. And my dad just texted me right now and said, Happy Valentine's Day, little girl. Happy Valentine's, Dad, because I know that you're going to watch us tomorrow. Hey, Russ. Oh, no, Denise, I'm sorry. I didn't know that you fell. Falling is no good either. Okay, I'm guessing. So 1/4 stock with spiral blades. Need to watch my typos. Can't edit them here. So I'm actually using 1/8 for the bird and 1/4 for the base. And I'm using spiral blades. And for the bird right here, I am using a 3/0 because some of these, like, I want to get sharp lines in here. And so I am using a small blade. Good question. Or a guess. My blade is being funky. It usually takes a few cuts for me to get into my little saw mojo, and then I'll get faster. I'm actually not a huge fan of this blade that is in here right now for some reason. It's kind of a funky blade. Takes notes. Yeah, I always use, no matter what I am sawing, I do use straight blades. I do like the reverse tooth straights, and I like the Seyco Platinum straight blades. Those are my two straight favorites. And then I mainly use spiral blades, though, and I usually only use 2/0s and 3/0s. I was feeding the cat and slipped on my porch. Went sliding down 2 steps. My right leg went under me, which hurt my back. Ugh, now I'm immobilized. Device for my knee. Ugh, what a bummer. I am hoping no surgery as well. 2C of snow in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Is that 2 feet? You're going to have to help me out here, Jason. I have no idea what C is. I have the hardest time with spiral blades, just even connecting them. Alan, what saw do you have? Hey, Mark. And hi, Alan. Alan says, how are you doing? I am doing good. See, it's, I worked today, so it was a long Monday. As you can see, I'm still wearing a work shirt, sawing in my work shirt. It's free advertisement. Did you have a good day? Ellen, the reason why I asked what saw is because when I had my DeWalt, I had a harder time getting the spirals to be put in. But in my Delta, they just didn't always want to clip, so I understand what you're saying. And then, of course, my first saw was a Ryobi, and I couldn't get them in at all. Oh, okay. I know that, Steve. I just wasn't sure. It says temperature, Shay. I didn't know if he was talking about temperature or how much snow they had. I thought he meant how much snow they have. I never know what John and all of them are talking about when it's weather related. Too cold. There we go. That works. Okay, so I got the inside done, so I'm just going to cut this little piece out, and then we'll cut this little guy out because he doesn't have any innards, and then we'll go to the bird and the wings. So we got his little tail. Yappy! Keep sliding out. Hello, Nancy. Okay, so we got his little tail, so I'm going to put that over to the side. And then there's this little piece right here. Actually, I probably should have just stayed in there closer to it so I don't have to cut through so much. I'll cut this little... you a little trick that I do on these ones that put pieces together. I'll show you in just a second. As you can see, I'm not close to my line in there yet. Let me get this guy out. We have 29 on watching. Thanks for coming, you guys. So I just take my piece and there's a little bit of line, like barely any line there. And I just kind of go back in and get it really shaved down to exactly, because if you don't have these pieces exactly, it won't fit together. So there's our little piece. Put it with my tail over there. Hey, Dennis. Hey, Steel Blade. Hey, JP. We got all sorts of people on tonight. So I'm just going to change our blade out. And then we will start on the bird. Nope. His little eyeball. Oh, and by the way, on this pattern, Steve Good did 2 birds. He wrote on the pattern that he, after he designed the bird, he didn't necessarily like the position that the bird was in. So he did pattern 2 instead. And so I'm doing pattern 2. I guess I should have said that. Right now I'm putting together a dog / wolf while watching you. Oh, cool, Sean. One that you scrolled? And if you guys have any questions, if you're new here, put them in the chat. I will do my best to answer them. Hey, Liz. How was your day? My blade almost came off. Huh? Oh, cam almost off. I'm like, what are you talking about? Thanks, Dave. The challenges of live streaming. Lori Scott, hi from AZ, just for discovered you through Steve Good's blog. I never tried spiral blades, but have a selection of them. You've inspired me to try them now. Well, I am glad, Lori. They are a lot of fun. And welcome to the channel. I love spiral blades. It's given me the ability to do really big portrait pieces and stuff without having to worry about the size that I'm doing. And more tiny detailed work, which I love. They do take a bit getting used to going from straights because they handle differently than a straight blade. But once you practice them a little bit, they're pretty awesome. Lori, did you have a good Valentine's Day? Yes, it was a nice Valentine's Day, sunny, warm, and 80 degrees here. Oh my goodness, so jealous. I need warm. It actually was sunny here today. I think we made it to like 35 or something. And it felt really warm and nice. Hey, Jake. Lori, I am in Omaha, Nebraska. Smooth it out just a little bit. Did not want to catch my blade. Yappy, I have a question for all you guys doing scroll work. Is there a particular reason why you would make a few cuts on one side and then skip to the opposite side of the piece and do a few cuts there? Well, there's a couple reasons that might happen. If they're like me and have the ADHD, we'll go all over the place. Or it's because sometimes when you make a cut, so like in these wings, say I cut this big piece out, and then I cut this other big piece out. And then I decide to go in and I don't cut this little tiny piece right here. If I go in and try to cut this little piece out after I cut these two big pieces out, this is just hanging there off of these little bridges. So you have more chance of breakage. So if you pay attention to where you're cutting, I'm always going to cut this little one first right here before I cut its support pieces out. So I try to pay attention to where I'm cutting. So sometimes if I decide, oh, I'm just going to cut that out so I don't forget, I'll move over to the other side. But it's not necessarily like skipping to the other side. I usually just make sure that I'm cutting those pieces that could potentially cause breakage out first, and then cut the supporting pieces out. But that's my way. Everybody does things different. Do Too bad we can't send you. Some of our summers are brutal here. You can fry an egg on the sidewalk. I actually lived in Scottsdale, Arizona when I was in kindergarten, and I never understood why they have blacktop everywhere. So is it a stability issue? It can be, yeah. It just depends on who's cutting and what they're cutting, but I do it because of that reason. I never hardly ever have breakage in my pieces, and because I really pay attention to, you know, that little tiny cut before I cut the bigger bridges around it. I would hate to get like through a portrait or something and then have a piece snap off. That would be horrible. So I try to avoid it by kind of paying attention to my cutting. Or sometimes I'll get bored of cutting a certain spot and I'll move to another. But usually it's because of that reason. Good night, Nancy. My daughter is a physical therapist and masseuse, so she knows better Denise. Scottsdale, where I live, they are trying to experimental white coating on roads to reduce the heat chilly. No way! That's crazy. How cool. That's interesting. Yeah, I never could understand that. I was like, oh my gosh. I do remember being a little kid though, and when we moved from there, my parents, our car didn't have AC in it, and it was like 127 degrees out. But I remember being a kid and like trying to run outside with no shoes on, and it would literally like burn the bottom of your feet. Yappy, Shay, what's the thickest board or wood that you have scrolled on? So, I tend to not try to go over 2 inches is like totally max. I try not to go over 1.5 inches. But I have done 1.5 inches. Do you cut faster with straights, or Mimi, do you cut faster with straight blades or spirals? To be honest, I don't know about quickness. I think I probably cut faster for me with spiral blades, but that's just because I use them all the time. Than straight, but I'm probably about the same in bulk, to be honest. I probably way faster, though, if I think about it, with spirals, but I don't do straights very often, only for, like, words and stuff. So, I'm not sure, actually. That's a good question. Yeah, you can't cut over 2 inches on a scroll saw, and really 2 inches is a lot for a scroll saw. Anyways, so, but I have done 1.5 inches. 1.5 inches, that's great. So got one more in this bird right here. And then we'll cut him out and then we'll work on the wings and put it together. Today I've cut a very lot of Steve Good patterns and I love them. Some are very cool to do. They are very cool. I definitely like his more fret work, like the cross, because I like detailed pieces. But I've done a couple of his boxes and stuff. He does some really cool patterns. Such a nice guy too. And hello, Jim. Actually, I'm going to clean that edge up. Jimbo, did you have a good Valentine's Day? So we're going to cut the outside of the bird on this guy. Actually, we're not yet. We're going to get our blade in there right first. Man, my camera is not my friend today. comments as soon as I'm done. Get that out of there. Just shaving down where the start of the cut was to the end cut. Make sure it's all smooth. So we have our bird. Stayed home with Mama of 53 years. Oh, fun. Take the pattern off first before I do that, I guess. Okay, now we're gonna do the wings. I'm gonna change my blade out really quick. While I do that, I'm gonna show you, maybe, if I can figure out how to use my computer. So I am sponsored by Harneal Media. If you need a website, he is the go-to guy. He does a lot of maker websites in the community, and he does an amazing job. Awesome support. So check out Steve Nealon at harnealmedia.com. And he does my website, and he is amazing. And then my next sponsor is what I'm using right now, a Seyco scroll saw. You can visit Seyco.com or call Ray or Mike down at Seyco, and they can help you out with any of your scroll saw needs, whether it's parts for your current saw that you already have, or if you're looking for a new saw. I love my Seyco. And when you buy from Seyco, you become family, and it's true. It's a true thing. And of course, they have the really cool Seyco Scrollers drill, which I use all the time. And then if you're looking for premium Baltic birch panels, I am sponsored by Haitekcrafts, and they are the wood panels that I use. There's no voids in them. Really nice quality. So check out Haitekcrafts on Instagram, and they also are on Etsy. And then my new sponsor, Soul Life, which is trace minerals supplements. I actually do take them on a daily basis, and I will share my story on another live. I need to still do my formal sponsor launch with them, but there we are. All right, let's get cutting. Actually, I'm going to cut this off because these little pieces, I don't know if you can see this. Once you cut them, they bend and then get caught on the edge of your saw, and then you're in trouble. So we're just going to cut this little end off. Like that, so there's nothing that can get caught. Oh, I guess I should get my comments back up. Night, Jason. I won one of the scroll saw challenges from Russ and won first prize. It was a $100 gift card from Steve. Awesome. It's always fun to win stuff. Jappy question, Shay. What project have you broke the most blades on? Actually, I have it right here. I'll show you. That guy. This one, I don't even know how many blades I went through, but I went through a lot of them. It is 3 feet, and I have about 20 hours saw time in this, and it broke a lot of blades. I think I went through at least 3 dozen. So that is my project that I broke the most blades on by far. But I also change my blades out more than most people. Most people will use their blades until they break. I like my blades to be super sharp, and spiral blades do not last as long as straight blades. So I tend to just change them out when I feel like they're getting dull. Hey, Roxanne. Thanks, Dennis. Thanks, Yappy. I see that you're a bottom feeder. I tried the top feed and did not like the way I had to fight with the blades doing top feed. Yeah, I tried top feeding a few times. I'm not a fan, but I'm gonna still try. Lori says it's a gorgeous piece. How thick was that wood? So that's actually 1/8. So it's super thin as well. So it was kind of scary, just a little bit. And thank you. I'm actually going to have to make another one of those here soon. So maybe we can do like some kind of live thing for it. It's just a really long cut, so most people don't want to sit through lives that are super long. And I'll sit and saw for 8 hours straight, no problem. So I tend to not film those pieces because they do take so long. But I guess we could do like a bird on the wall drop-in feed for that. You guys can just drop in whenever you want. Watch me saw on it so I can just stay on all day. Thanks, Denise. Good night, Jimbo. Thanks for coming. Happy Valentine's Day. Roxanne, what are you working on tonight? I am working on a Steve Good bird. I'm just doing the wings right now, and then we'll put it together. It's a standing bird. Lori, do you ever stack cut? The thinner woods are harder to cut with straight blades because there isn't enough resistance to keep the blade from running away. Is that true with spirals? I do stack cut when I'm doing like multiple pieces that I need to be the same. As far as portraits go, I've never stack cut them. For me, as an artist, I want every single portrait that I do to be different in some way, even if I'm using the same pattern. I actually, if it seems like it's too close to the other one, I'll change something in the pattern just to make it a little bit different. So I tend to not stack cut very often. I don't tend to have the blade run away too much in the 1/8, the thin wood. So no, not really. Blade getting dull. Doesn't want to catch. I'll have to fix that part a little bit. The cool thing too with the spirals is you can go and kind of sand with them. So like I'm sanding this piece down just a little bit because that's where we connected from when we started. And then down here my blade wouldn't catch a little bit, so it's a little choppy down here that I don't like. So I'm just going to take my blade, kind of sand it out a little bit. Like that. I'm inspired to try the spirals. I love that they allow you to do much bigger patterns. I just tuned in. What blade are you using? Hey, John. I am using Flying Dutchman 3/0 spiral right now. So, and like I was talking about earlier, now I don't want to cut this big piece right here because then this is going to be hanging in here and then I'm going to have a hard time. So I'm going to cut this one right now and then I'll probably cut these and then cut that one. And actually, I'm going to change my bird. Shay, I'm going to live and leave you all now. Get ready for school, run, and take the new day. I'll catch y'all later. Yappy, thanks so much for coming on, and have a good night.
Yeah, my mom is here.
Okay. Okay, I'm off to Digital Design Land. Have fun. Can't wait to see the final later tonight. Happy scrolling. Thanks, Sean. Have a good night. Hey, Charles, how are you? I'll give it a try. Put in. My granddaughter in the background. Let me. Hi, Vader. Actually, that was Niave, my granddog. I got 2 dogs in here right now. Yeah, it's a little louder right now. Did you win? Yay! My daughter just got home from a basketball game. It was their last game of the season and they won. Should probably focus on my scrolling. We don't have that much left. Give me 1 second. All right. Get that little guy out of there. We got 3 more cuts on this side of the wing. Hey, DW! I'm getting into my just saw mode. Oh, happy anniversary, Herb! How many years? There's a lot of people that were married on Valentine's Day. Must have been like a popular thing. Happy Valentine's Day to you too. Oh, that was brilliant. I just bent my blade. Hey, Mike. Okay, so now we just need to do this other side. And then we can put it together. And Charles, he has a site, woodenvisions.com, and he has a lot of awesome patterns as well. He does a lot of super detailed patterns. Come on. Gonna do that little centerpiece because I know I'm gonna forget it, and then I'm gonna be like, no! We'll just get it out of the way now. His blade is off. I'm not making no more. Charles has some awesome patterns. He does. He has some super cool ones. And a lot of them. There's a lot of them on there. Just going to change my blade really quick to finish this guy up. Maybe. There we go. Get that swirly guy out of there. Few more cuts and we'll cut the wing out. Everybody got all quiet on me. They're like, hurry up, Jay, just stop. Connie, I didn't know you were still here. Everyone is watching the warm-up here. We got 6 little cuts left, and then we get to cut them out. Is there much to setting up this Seyco scroll saw? That saw I want to get when my DeWalt breaks down. So you do have to put the stand together, and the whole system gets built into the stand. It's not too bad. I was able to do it, and I am not very mechanical. There's lots of videos too, which helps. And it is heavy, sturdy. But no, it's not complicated. The biggest thing with putting together the Seyco is to make sure that you don't tighten all the bolts down in like the stand, and keep them a little bit loose so you can make sure that you can get it all squared. But it is a very good saw. I think the side effect of getting over COVID is feeling tired a lot. Mike, it is. I'm still struggling, and I still don't have my smell or taste back fully. I have more taste than smell now. I can only smell certain like things, but I'm still really fatigued. I still need a nap every day. I've never been a napper. And I am over a month. Actually, Lori, Steve Good has some good videos on putting together the Seyco. think they should have called it Comovid because I could not stay awake for the life of me. Three more cuts. Yeah, he's got a lot of good videos on the Seyco. I need to make some. I just haven't had a chance to. But we are starting to do videos on Seyco YouTube and Facebook page. And so there'll be a lot of cool information there on, we just did one the other night with Tom Taylor on Seyco's Facebook page. So Lori, you have to go follow that and watch those. Okay, last inner cut, and then we'll cut the outside out and put this bird together. So I'm just going to do the outside. Thanks, Harneal Media. Thanks, Steve. Steve just posted a link for you, Lori, if you aren't already on there. My shirt keeps getting caught on the side of my saw. not wear this shirt when I saw. I'm supposed to be scrolling in your scrubs anyways. I know. It's really bad. I need to stop scrolling in my scrubs. What did I miss? I have been pretty good about changing my work clothes, though, lately. I'm going to turn this way because I don't like that direction. Just scroll and turn in a nylon rain slicker shay. This just falls off. But I like using like the pleather. But man, I had a kink in my blade. Trying to get it tight enough, but it's not happening. So close to being done, I don't want to change it. really not cutting good though. Billy, I'm like the messiest person in the world. I should probably do that to all my clothes. All right, so we have our wings. Thanks, Mike. So I'm just going to peel off, and of course it's blue tape. If you don't know, I usually use contact paper because it peels off in one section. I'm not a huge blue tape fan, but it is what it is. I use my scrap pieces. Wood is expensive, so when I can, I will always use scrap. I'm going to save all my scrap. Okay. Oh. Pull some. The key with blue tape is finding which direction you put your tape on, but I never do a good job of that. Okay, so we got that done. We're going to peel off ooh, look at that. We got it off. Oh, almost. So close. His tail. See if I can. Sorry, guys. The misery of blue tape. Okay, so we're going to sand this back just real quick with my palm sander, and then I'm going to put it together and show you what it looks like. Lori says, thanks for all the info. Enjoyed watching tonight. Oh, Lori, we're glad that you jumped on. Okay, so I'm going to put this bird together. So it just has the little slits that we had. I'm going to put this up. had put in here. Now the question is if I did them perfectly. Oh, okay. And then his little tail. I think he's in there. He is. And then we have, oh, I gotta peel this off. Those wings are so pretty, Shay. Thanks, Robin. Okay, so then we have his little stand for the bottom. And then I just need to cut this circle out and he will sit right in that stand. How cute is that? The Steve Good Fretwork bird. I do like the number. I did use the second pattern position bird that he had in there. I do like how it stands up straighter than the other one. Super cute. Really, really cute. I'll finish sanding him and do his little base and stain him. I will post pictures of it all stained and on my Instagram and Facebook page. If you don't follow me there, come follow me on Instagram and Facebook at Midnight Scrollher. And look at me, covered. I kept wiping my hands on myself. So Steve Good, Fretwork Bird, super cute. Go to his blog, check out his patterns. He does amazing work. If you can, hit that donation button. It helps him out, and he does a lot for the community. And we will continue with Steve Good Week this week on Thursday at 9 p.m. We only have burn and turn left for the week. So we will either turn or burn Steve Good pattern on Thursday. And then we will finish up our week on Last Stop on Saturday at 9 p.m. Thanks, Billy. Thanks, Robin. Thanks, Steve. Thanks, Dennis and Liz and DW. Thanks for coming on. I appreciate everybody's time coming out and hanging out with me while I scroll. And we will see you on Thursday at 9 p.m. Have a good night. Thank you for coming. Happy Valentine's Day.